Previously on Will Save. Our cadre carefully examined their companion Heerz's likeness in the hologram before them, and after careful examination, the doctor spots the telltale signs of a gray trickery afoot, sparking our crew to carry onward down the shaft just outside the room. Halfway down, and with the murder bot outside on Overwatch, Bernice, Heerz, and the doctor decide to take a detour to discover where this little hallway heads, only halting their spelunking after encountering an open doorway and the subtle sign of a sensor probing the other half of the shaft. In a tight squeeze, and with no answers, the cave divers decide to call out to the stewards and their new friend Shay for some answers. Will our adventurers find some sense courtesy of our steward friends? Or are these shenanigans the last straw before our friends get the final shaft? Find out this time on Will Save.
All right, I'm just going to jump right into it. Kelly, tell us that story that you said that you were going to tell us last week on episode 58. And I've been waiting all week on the edge of my seat
One whole week
to hear it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a whole week to hear about your PJ stories.
Pajamas.
Well,
Yeah,
you could
pajamas.
Tell me if your
Pajamas part
moms
2.
or your dads do something like this. But my mom, has subtle little ways of getting, a dig in at us. And one such way, apparently, is when we always get pajamas during Christmas is a thing, And then she would always the pajamas would always be themed after our fights with mom for that year. So then they always are
Amazing.
That's amazing.
There was one good year where my mom and I fought a lot. And then, growing teenagers, and she gave me, Stewie from Family Guy. But he was like, I'm the boss. I'm the boss of everything. You're wrong. He was saying stuff like that all over the pajamas.
Oh my God, so
And then one year,
So good.
One year, we go up.
Such a troll thing for your mom.
Yeah, shut up, troll. One year we go up north to the forest basically every year, and so we were coming back this one time, and I was like, I really want to be a dog sled racer. I really want to race in the Iditarod.
Oh, because we talked about the dog sled pajamas.
And then my mom and my sister were in the car, and they're like, Kelly, you will never ever win a dog sled race. And
my God.
And
That's your origin story.
I know, and they got really into it, and then we got very technical about the arguments. We were talking about the weight, we were talking about the culture that we grew up in, and they're like,
you're too tall.
Yeah, too tall. That was a big argument, and then they're like, no, you're just way too much. And I was like, well, I can just get more dogs. I don't know what the rules are.
Bigger dogs.
Get more dogs.
Use Saint Bernards instead of Huskies.
But being I was like one time. Maybe it's an American thing. I know that we're just we could do it. So I'm just I want to do this.
No, how dare you tell me I can't do something?
Yeah, exactly.
My cousin just posted on Facebook a little bit ago about how he went dog sledding, and it was
right.
He had a great
That's
story.
crazy.
This is what I want.
Kelly's
You don't need to be a
This
dog
is Kelly's story,
racer,
Kev.
though.
Well, I'll have to talk to your friend, but basically, so I thought I was thinking and telling them, no, these are the ways that I could win the Iditarod, or at least get really high up, in place, whatever. At least finish a race, but definitely win. And then basically, my mom was like, Kelly, you had better. I swear to God, you had better win the Iditarod for all that you want to that you've talked about this. And then Christmas rolled around, I don't know, 7 months later even. And then I got these really nice dog sled pajamas. And then they're actually my favorite pajama pants. Thanks, Mom, because they're really, really, you would imagine, very warm. They're lined and everything and very fluffy. The most fluffy.
Because
it's cold in Alaska.
It'd be much more like petty and dramatic if you got those like this year. Like this last Christmas,
like,
10 years later.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, you still haven't
won, but here's your pants.
Kelly, I haven't seen you on the news, on the Alaska local news that you've like won the Iditarod. Just a reminder. Anyway, it is a goal of mine.
Time's ticking.
Therefore, to race in the Iditarod.
To be on the Alaskan news.
Yeah, for sure.
I honestly think though, for you to get into the sport of dog sledding, you're gonna have to move out of Southern California. That's holding you.
I will have
back.
This is true. I will have to live there for like a year to train or something.
Unless they have sleds on rollerblades.
It could be a cool running situation. It could be a cool running situation.
Feel the rhythm, feel the ride.
Where you're practicing here, but then you go compete in the
Can you
Iditarod.
be my team? Can you help me like in my own petty way get back at my mom? Let's do it.
Yeah. Look at this.
I will host
I'm
an annual dog race, and I will advertise it in Canada.
I feel like this is like a Disney movie waiting to happen.
The high Iditarod.
Where like it's not even
Yeah.
you don't even get huskies, you have like dachshunds and corgis
Yeah.
and
Yes. And
But they
pull
win.
little
They win at
dolls
the
of
end.
us across the yard.
Kelly will win, undoubtedly.
Iditarod. Yeah, this is good.
Oh, Iditarod is a great name. It's a great name for a Disney movie because it will be rad. It will be rad.
Yeah, we need cool sayings, and it's
I
in
know you're
SoCal.
listening, Disney.
This is great.
Make this happen.
Kev, don't say that. I'm getting Kev. Sorry, I'm getting a call right
Put
now.
that out. Just
It's an unknown number. It's an unidentified number.
Do any of you all have like things like this?
like petty grievances
Petty
against
things
our
that my
families?
parents hate me
Or aspirations that I still haven't attained that I
there you
still
go.
hold
That's a
from
good
as a
one.
child.
Yeah.
I won an IMDb. I was a background actor for a while and never got it.
You got to say something.
Oh, you wanted it.
I know. It turned out one of my coworkers pointed out that one of our other coworkers, she's been making movies for years, and she's got a full list of IMDb's from the small films she made. And I'm like, man, I gotta start making small movies.
If she's with SAG, then you can just do it.
I don't think she's SAG. I think she's an independent filmmaker, but it still works.
Still works.
One day, by the time I die, I want at least one entry on IMDb. That's all.
Okay.
I like that goal.
I like it. It's a good goal. Will, do you have anything?
Do I have any like accomplishments that I've yet to
That as a kid you
realize?
were like, that as a kid you were like, yeah, totally. And then
I mean, I wanted to be a professional basketball player as a kid.
that's cool.
That one's gonna be
Now
a
I
stretch.
don't
No
think it's
offense.
going to be.
Yeah.
I feel like
Not going to happen.
I feel like we've never shot some hoops. I feel like we need like a Will Save Olympics or something.
I feel like I'm really
With the Iditarod
terrible at basketball. I foul a lot, and I don't mean to. And I apologize for everyone that I play basketball with who I've elbowed into the face.
Why don't we just warm up with
But-
horse then? It's fine.
Yeah.
Or with Oma.
We can play horse.
Yeah.
What is horse? Oh, that's like a type of basketball that you play. Or is
It's
it
where
you just
you-
ride a horse? Wait, what?
It's a simple game.
Is it basketball on
Where
horses
you-
like polo,
Wait.
but basketball horse?
Kelly,
No,
have you
it's
never
like
played?
spoons
Wait,
where you
hold
spell
on.
out.
Never
Hold on,
played
hold on.
horse?
Well, I've done
You've
basketball
never played
stuff, but
horse?
I don't think so.
In
that
basketball?
sounds familiar, but it's been so long since I played basketball.
It is a
I
game
don't know
where you
why
bring
it's
in a
called
live
horse.
horse. You bring in a live horse onto the court. Yeah, and then that's why you
where
do
I
it.
lived, we didn't have enough horses at
You
that
shoot
age of
from
life.
its back on horseback.
Yeah,
You shoot on
You
horseback.
shoot from horseback. That's why it's called horse.
Oh, that sounds
It's
great.
I just want to point out,
I did a horse. Yeah.
John and I have
no.
a friend, Justin, that in high school played against Lonzo Ball. and actually has a picture of him like blocking Lonzo Ball, who plays for the Lakers now.
Amazing.
Wait, what?
And he's so humble about it. Like, no, don't point that out. Like, nobody needs to know about this. But
Yeah.
Justin Gaither is a basketball legend,
Freaking
And we will ask him, and if he doesn't
stuff
agree with
on a pro.
right,
and I know he doesn't listen to the show because.
but we will ask him if he wants to be mentioned, and if not, this whole thing will be bleeped, and it'll be
That's
fine.
actually what I really want. I don't actually want any
I just wanna
sort
be
of
bleeped.
accolade or award. I really just want to dunk on somebody like once.
I think if you
know?
dunk on Justin by association, you will have.
there you go.
dunked
Then you can say you
Lonzo
dunked on
dunked
Lonzo
on.
Ball.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Perfect.
That's pretty awesome.
A is greater than B is greater than C kind of situation.
I just want
Yeah.
a word
By the
of mouth
commutative property.
to go around about my
Yep.
greatness
Associative. Yeah,
on the basketball court.
that's it. Dude, yeah, we'll just tell people, oh man, you don't want to play against Will, but you never show up to the game.
He's 6'3".
we can totally do that.
He like has like 18, 20-inch
We'll turn down the draft.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
We turn down the draft.
We have to start this now.
He was drafted to the Bulls next to Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's it.
He was like, no thanks.
Wow.
It's like, no.
That means you're pretty old. Okay.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
You're old.
That's pretty great.
Sorry, I don't know basketball. That's the only name I can think of.
What about you, John?
I was hoping to hit Let's Play.
Wait, what?
Oh, now I feel like I need a Let's Play button. Like a little Let's Play drop.
Let's play.
Mortal Kombat
I know
style.
we might be spending too much time talking about this.
That's Will's button for when he wants us to move on.
Yeah.
But I want to know John's aspiration.
I'll
Wrap
say
it
it,
up.
and then we should play.
Wrap it up.
I'll say
Okay,
it,
let's
and
do
it's
it.
that I really,
No explanation, and we just cut straight to the action.
and we just cut right to it.
Don't you dare.
Let's just make that the rule. Is that a new house rule? I'll put it in the notes.
Okay.
What?
As soon as John says let's play, we stop everything
Oh,
and
wow.
start playing.
No, come on. Okay.
That can't be done.
Yeah,
I really I wasn't even going to go to college. I looked it up. I found the place. I knew what I was going to do. I was going to graduate high school, going to go train in a Shaolin monastery. Then I was going to move to a big city and I was going to be a defender. Like I was going to work and do whatever. And and I wanted to train for I watched videos because this is before YouTube was super big. So I was reading all about it. I found the place. I found how much it cost. I told my parents, and then I went to music school anyway. So
Wait, there's a cost to be a Shaolin monk?
Yeah, you had to
My
pay
friend
to
did
go
it.
there. Yeah, that's awesome.
Or my old friend did it.
What do
That's
you mean
rad.
a defender? What, like a superhero?
Yeah, I was
Like
gonna
Iron
go
Fist.
help
Batman.
out. Yeah, but the problem is that Iron Fist is not well received, so it's fine. It's all good.
Oh, I have had similar dreams. I like that
Yeah,
dream a lot.
awesome.
I love
He
that
went to a
lot.
monastery in northern China and studied kung fu for 3 years.
See, that's freaking cool. That's super awesome.
And then he got appendicitis, and then they tried to give him some beetroot, and he's like, "No, I need Western medicine."
And then he's like, screw kung fu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. That's actually really great.
Well, there you go, John. At least you're alive. So
At least I didn't get appendicitis and I'm alive. Yeah.
I
So
like
that's
that,
what it
though.
was. Yeah, but I can go more into it. I would love to talk martial arts
Yeah, definitely.
on or off air. That'd be really fun. We should talk about that next week. Till then, though, let's play.
Let's play. Drop the beat.
Drop the let's play beat. There's no let's play beat.
Here we go.
That's what it is. That's the let's play beat. That's it.
Bad.
That's it.
Oh,
I love that. I don't know how. A lot of our listeners, I have no idea. Please tell us if you know what California Gold is and who Huell Hauser is.
Just look it up.
Hauser is.
Just do it. Watch it.
Yeah, look it up because it's great. But I just think it's hilarious that Will has an entire a sound deck of everything Huell Hauser's ever said. It's funny.
Oh,
Thanks.
man. I love it.
Great.
R.I.P. Huell. You are missed.
Oh,
We're glad
boy,
you're with
look.
us in spirit.
Glad you're with us every week.
Always.
Only here on Will Say.
The Huell is with you.
This is a
Huell is with you.
strange.
And also with you.
This is a strange
And
place.
also
And
always with you. With you.
and
With all of you. Times 1,000.
all of you.
Okay.
All right. Times 1,001.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Times to the 1,000th power.
Now that's an avocado eating dog.
Couldn't say it better myself.
Nice.
So, last week, after an unsettling discovery of not only an image that was aboard the now presumably blown up Chimera showing up in rooms away, who knows how far away, on this little hollow emitter that you discovered in this control room, you also find an image of what appears to be Heerz in a business outfit, in a crowd of people, all looking towards him. And there's a word I keep wanting to say every time I describe this, but I can't forget it. Just amazed, in awe. Come to find out, you do a little research. I think it's probably a city. First glance, maybe it's Absalom. You notice that a jacket or an article of clothing has a picture of an Oma eating what looks like ice cream. You think, well, that sounds like it could be something from Liavara. Maybe that's a pretty common symbol there to put Omas on things, right? You also then look a little closer. Dr. OK has the right sliver, the right perspective to see that there's a face of a gray, the only face in the crowd not looking towards business Heerz. looking right at the viewer of this photo. Feels like they're looking right at you. You say, all right, well, that's friggin' weird. So we're going to put it in our pocket. GTFO. You go to the door, open up into a small octagonal chamber where for once you finally confirm, yep, this is the way down. There's a rock wall shaft that goes down with a narrow ladder, and you're on your way to deactivate the reactors. When about 20 feet down, you notice a little 3-foot by 5-foot tunnel that seems to extend to the left and around the corner. Rick's like, I'm gonna stay here. Y'all have fun. Y'all be easy. And Bernice and Heerz and Dr. OK head down the tunnel. Now you turn the corner because you're like, this is curious. You remember the stewards said something about this. They were like, hey, when you see this, this is not it. You need to go down the shaft. Get to the reactor. Find your way down. And as you come around and Bernice is scouting ahead, you do see a door that is open. And you put 2 and 2 together. That's the door you opened with the access with a control module up in the control room above, which is technically only 20 feet of solid rock above you, give or take. The door's open. Bernice doesn't notice, but Dr. OK realizes that there's a motion detector that is watching or impressed upon the shaft on the other side of the door. And you're able to...
Just for note, I perceive that this thing is working as a motion detector, but I have no idea how it works and how to disable it.
Yeah, not to say that you don't know. It doesn't seem like you can disable it from where you are here without going into it. So you say, all right, well, do we want to trip it? You know what? We're going to ask the stewards. Because maybe we just need to head back. Maybe we go through here. Couldn't hurt to ask. So what is it that you said, Dr. OK?
Could hurt to ask.
Could hurt to ask.
Hey, we found this shaft because, well, the other shaft seemed kind of perilous. But there's a motion detector. Any insight into this motion detector? Hey, maybe Shay, you could disable it.
There is a pause. And then you hear this static grow louder.
You mentioned this thing before.
Hey, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
Can hear you.
Dr. OK,
Okay.
I guess that's you.
Can you hear me, Shay?
Yes. And the static for a minute seems to come down to a lower noise floor.
We are being jammed. I don't know.
Look, can you repeat your question?
The shaft. The shaft.
You found the shaft.
Yeah, can we disable the grid? It's got motion detectors.
Wait. Are you in the tunnel?
Yeah.
I told you not to go in there.
Why did you?
No, you said to go in there.
No, why are you? The tunnel is.
You said to not go in there.
I didn't say to not go in there. Look, those are my motion detectors. What are you doing in the tunnel? You don't.
What are you
that's
doing
not,
setting up motion detectors?
I'm watching my back. You think we're fucking amateurs here? Look, that's not the way to the reactor.
Can I determine whether or not they're...
Yeah,
Sense
sense
motive.
motif.
Yeah,
sure.
can I sense motive?
Yeah, of course.
My -1.
13.
Yeah, you can hear this too, Rick, because you're obviously on the comms.
18?
18 from Dr. OK. Rick got what?
8.
8. Okay. Here's
13.
13. Okay. Yeah, it seems like he is telling the truth. He's like, yeah, I'm watching my back. Have lost men. This is like standard protocol. I need to cover my entrances for where we're going.
Can I determine the origin of this motion detector based on its configuration or any of the effects that I can observe?
I mean, it's at the other end of the
Can
hall.
I see if it's like humanoid or gray?
Oh, it seems like it's humanoid. It seems like it's like a standard protocol. From what you can tell, which is, again, not too
Like
much.
Abadar Corp made this.
Yeah, it's probably some general thing. It doesn't seem like it's, specialized in any way.
Got it.
Hey, look, I really need your help here. We are now locked
So if I trip
in.
this thing, it's just going to show up on your screen, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to die.
No,
right?
no, you're not going to die, but I'm glad that you called in, because if you had tripped it and I didn't know it was you, then, we can't now. We're stuck in the reactor room, all right? So I don't know what's going on.
Do you want us to come through the tunnel to get you?
No, the only way that you're going to be able to fix this is if you turn off the power and cycle everything and stop the reactor from blowing. Don't waste your time. Hey, look, have you all talked to Narla? Because you're the only people that I've been able to talk to. So you're going to need to let her know that I'm okay. I haven't been able to talk to her for hours now. So at some point, can you just let her know? And can you get the hell over?
Can we? She's on the same frequency, man.
I don't know what to tell you. I can't get through to her. Can you just tell her at some point? And can you also fix the reactor?
I can't promise that. I will try to relay that message.
You're a real gem, Doctor. Okay, look, I need somebody here to get to the reactor and help out, because this place is
we are
gonna
doing
blow.
the best that we can. If we contact Narla, we will let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can't promise.
Sorry, I don't work for the stewards.
All right. Well, I do, and we're your only way out of here.
He does have a point.
I don't think that's true. That's Kevin speaking.
That's assuming a lot, Belle, but fine with me.
Jeez, Dr. Ok's picking fights with the stewards. That's awesome.
Look, so can you you don't need to go. Can you just seems to kind of go in and out. It's a little tougher to talk to him, but you keep talking.
Okay.
If you want.
I'm going to tell Bernice to trip the motion sensor.
Okay. Bernice tripped the motion sensor. You do hear the. What did I tell? You shouldn't go through there.
Sorry, my droid doesn't know how to follow instructions well sometimes. The static, your instructions, it sounded like you wanted her to go into the shaft.
Don't go down the shaft. There's no reason to, because this place is about to fucking blow.
Is that shaft access to the other reactor?
It's access to where we came in.
But you said you could not get to the other reactor.
We are in the reactor now. We're trapped in here. What more do you need? I need you to shut off the reactor.
But then they also locked the door behind them via the system. So then that's 2 layers of defense, which is wise, but how would
Suspicious.
I'll say this. There's no way for you to know why or how this door here was locked. That could have just been locked in general. So it does add up that it's there's a locked door, gonna put a motion sensor and do that. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, there's no consequence, it seems, to triggering this.
So we're saying that they didn't actually go down where we are now, that it was locked from their end and they put a motion sensor on this locked door.
It's one of two things. This is all still a part of the gray setup, and the stewards are lying to us because they're not actually stewards. They're just, or they were stewards, but they have little bombs in their heads and they're whatever. Or they came down this way, realized they can't do both reactors at the same time, and then when we agreed to go after one, they just left all these sensors in place. I am torn about which one is which, but
you do recall Shay saying before that, hey, if your side is the same as my side, then you're going to have to go down. So it seems like there's probably another shaft that goes down on their side. They found this, and then that would support your theory of setting it up there.
Is this the only access that we know of from one side to the other?
This seems like a pretty inconvenient access to get from one side to the other. You do recall that there were teleportation arcs back in the, or stations, but back in the quarters for the Greys. But it would also stand to assume that there's probably another way at some point later on. It doesn't make sense that this would be the only way.
Question.
Yeah.
Rick will ask over the comms, Dr. OK, can you take a look at that door and see if it is any kind of hermetic seal? It might possibly be containment for the reactor in case something goes wrong with one versus the other.
Can I do this type of check?
Sure, you do an engineering check.
Yeah. 13 on the die plus 11. 24.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the radiation that has been building up and building up, it seems like that is permeating in general, but this door does seem to have some containment capabilities. To what grade, it depends. You're not sure what the original intent was, but it seems like it could seal something. Yeah.
I relay this to Rick. Yeah, I mean, it's a door. It could seal things.
Copy that. Thank you.
Should I keep it sealed?
It's not really a problem with opening it. Like, you just open it and look down.
It's already
This
open.
is just like,
Wait,
I mean, just with setting off the trap, because it's not going to hurt anyone.
you
It's
already
just
set
gonna
off
alert
the trap.
guy. Oh, well then just look. Just look what's going on.
I mean, I'm down to just leave, but we can look down the end of the hallway at least.
Sure.
Be like,
as Rick
since we
moves
already-
his character all the way down past the lasers. Oh, sorry, as Dr. OK does it. Can we pause from the tunnel for a second? Rick is gonna like move down the ladder just a bit and try to do a perception on what's below
Okay.
while these guys are screwing around in the tunnel.
Okay. I will tell you all in the tunnel, and I'll just reveal it, that it seems like the tunnel curves, just like in the other end. It seems like it curves, and there's another... It seems like the motion detectors
See,
are set to go
theory.
there, and then it does seem to curve. It doglegs a little bit, and that is probably where it enters some sort of shaft.
Just for our listeners, we started off in the tunnel, kind of in the middle of the map, very small, and it's a very large black map. The tunnel went to the left. Then they turned the corner to go up, and then they turned the corner left, and now we're kind of in the top left corner of that black map. So
This is where you
just
entered here. Yeah.
metagame theory, Kevin playing a lot of video games in his lifetime shows that this is probably an area that's going to lead to a separate map. Is my thoughts metagame wise.
Why don't we just take a look?
Rick 19, you seem to look down. Maybe you go down the ladder a little bit more. It does seem like below you there seems to be a larger room that the ladder is going down through a cut, like a penetration in the ceiling. And there's probably another 15 feet down. There's a room that you can see it seems like the floor is pretty heavy. And maybe do you like peek into the room, or do you just look to see where the ladder is landing and get close to that penetration? Seems like the floor is like a different material. It seems like pretty heavy. Do you keep going into the room, or are you just standing at the top of the penetration?
What does acrobatics let me do? I was going to see if I could, flip upside down and try to.
You need to do a
Sneak
strength check to hold yourself up.
Yeah.
well, I say we get to the reactor. I'm fine to leave this tunnel unattended for now. I'm going to booby trap his sensor.
You want to booby. So if he takes off his sensor, it's going to go off.
Guys,
No, never mind.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm just like
No,
it's
positing.
fine.
I just want to.
Sorry, just to metagame posit something, because like we just did this about maps. Why the hell would there be a shaft, and why the hell would it be guarded if there were not? Like, I just don't see the point of adding it.
So sorry, this is like super meta game. Actually, it's like outside of game.
Let's talk about ventilation design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with
If you had
Kevin
Also,
Decker.
you could
Two-
ask,
From a
like
game
in general,
perspective,
you
though.
could ask the stewards more things. Do they know more about this place?
Like I would, I just.
But if you had two reactors, right, and one, you'd want to be able to isolate them. So if you had a problem with one reactor, you could keep the other reactor running. So you would have a any access tunnel that is between the two, you'd be able to cut them off and isolate them. It's called containment. It's actually a thing. That's my theory on it. I don't know how deep Paizo goes into reactor theories before they write these games.
I think they do enough.
They at least read Wikipedia, right?
well, can't we just like peek our faces?
Wikipedia is
down?
always right.
If you want to peek your face at them.
All right, Heerz is just gonna like quickly look through just to see what's at the end of the tunnel. I mean, we've gone this far. Heerz wants to try it at least. Yeah. And then we'll leave. Yeah.
And then we'll go back to Kev. And
You
and see what
find
he
a
wants.
room full of gold.
You
Great.
look down, and it seems like there is a. It seems like there is a door there that has a little opening. That door was open on your shaft. It seems like from looking through, it seems like that door you could probably open it from here, from inside. You see through that window, you see rock wall. It's kind of dark, but from the light below, that's flickering, it seems like you see another ladder.
That's another ladder, so we're going deeper.
It sounds like that might have been a shaft that the stewards would have gone down.
Oh, okay.
Or that Shay and his team.
So it's just basically a ladder with and it just goes into the darkness.
That's what the steward Shay described, is I think what John is saying.
Yeah.
No, I know, but okay.
Yeah, it's going. Yeah, it could go up, but there's the light. Any light seems to be coming up from below. And Rick 19, speaking of light from below, what do you see? What did you decide to do? You gonna parkour on the ladder?
Oh, got distracted and was trying to read, but yeah, is it athletics or is it acrobatics?
Yeah, I'd say athletics to hold yourself upside down.
Pretty high for both, so
okay.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Don't fail.
Ooh, I did a 9 + 5 for 14.
Okay, well you don't fall, but I don't think you
Clumsy.
can get very far. Yeah, you can't really stick your head in to see the room, but you do get pretty close. Like maybe you get one rung and you're like, this is a little, because with the trembling and the vibration, it's like, it's a little tenuous. You can make out what appear to be some blood on the ground, and it appears to, you can see a little bit of a wall, and the wall looks a little different. Looks like a heavy wall.
Okay. Can I do another check to get a little further down?
Yes, but I will say that if you fail this one, you will not do well. So
that's a natural 20 on the dice.
You're fine.
For the +9.
Yeah, you're fine. You can.
Thank you, Kraken.
Thank you, Kraken.
Amazing dice work.
Guaranteeing that you will always get a natural 20. It's a strange motto they have.
It's not like our dice are loaded or anything, but they always roll 20s.
You do see that the panels on the wall seems to be another octagonal room, pretty big. You can tell a little bit as you peek your head down. You see in the northeast corner that there's a door that seems to be on the ground. It was smashed, like a big door. To your right, you see another smaller door and wall. And in the corners, in general, the rooms are mostly rock, but in the corners, you can tell that there are these dark metal panels. Some of them are dented or torn. Likely, maybe those are some sort of shielding or something else, because you're likely on a closer level to the reactor. Heerz and Dr. OK, let's jump back while Rick 19 is thinking of what to do. Heerz, you were looking through, you see another ladder just like the shaft you were in, and no conclusive evidence. Seems like it makes sense what Shay was saying between the two of you, but also you have this theory that could be part of some larger design. So what do the two of you want to do? Dr. OK is back closer to the entrance of the tunnel that you looked in. Heerz is still on the other side of that little door.
Heerz.
I communicate to Heerz. Mm-hmm. Hey, what do you find down there?
It's just a ladder. It might be too risky to explore it if this is all I'm seeing.
Yeah, I think we should meet back up with Rick. We don't want to spread our numbers too thin.
Yeah, we don't want to split the party at this point, or at all, ideally. All right, Heerz starts crawling back.
Yeah, so we go back to the shaft with Kev. We'll just continue on.
Okay.
I mean, with Rick, the murder butt, he might come in handy.
Kev, what are you doing here?
Said trolls show up.
All right, so you all go down.
We need someone's experience on nuclear reactors in the U.S. Navy to fight off a troll. Curious, though. Curious indeed that they set up motion detectors. Makes sense, but I like your theories.
I don't like how you said curious and curious, as if it's not actually curious that there's
Stop
more
tempting me. Yeah.
So you all go back. You are
there's a ping from radiation coming from that door.
just gonna put it out there.
Guys, do you think we should go back and check the radiation room? I'm just kidding.
No.
Dr. OK, that's it. That's all that you said.
Bernie's just takes out her gun and points it at you.
Yeah. You
Move
hear
forward.
from behind you. You're upside down in the tunnel still. Okay, so Dr. OK, I'm assuming you reattach yourself to the microcord. Smart idea. Heerz and Bernice, you're holding Bernice. Here's, do you attach yourself as well? I don't know if there are attachments that you need. Maybe it's just a...
Probably do need mountaineering gear, some craziness. I'm sure it exists.
I feel like...
I'm sure we'll hear about it.
We'll probably hear about it from...
Discord folks.
Yeah, let us know.
It's fine.
Is there climbing,
we could
climbing
ask.
gear?
It makes sense. Well, there's definitely gear, and there's actually some cool stuff in Galactic Magic, including this rod, a phase rod. It's cool. One half of the rod phases out of the reality, and then you put it into the rock. Like you put the face of it against the rock, and then have it phase back in the other half, and it holds. It's pretty sweet. They come in pairs. Pretty neat. It feels like it makes sense that with a microcord, you could probably get you and Bernice, Dr. K. Here's you probably wouldn't be able to also jump on without additional gear. Does that feel like it's right? That feels like it's right to me.
I think so.
It looks like there is a climbing kit that grants a +4 to athletics checks.
Yeah, because typically you would have to roll to climb down. I'm going to say, Dr. K, you don't need to. But if...
Okay.
Because
it says you have to
on the
roll
cord.
in athletics checks unless you have a climbing speed on your
I have
character
to roll.
sheet.
I feel like I have to roll.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was going to say that you didn't have to because you have the cord, which helps you to stabilize everything, and here's we can have to roll. But
So do I get a +4 then? But
I'll
then
give you
I
+4.
don't actually have the proper kit.
Oh yeah, I have fly ability. I forget I have jet boots.
do you want to do you want to jump jets down?
Not yet, but
Yeah, don't jump jets upside down. Okay, so Rick, you are at the bottom, upside down, peeking your head in.
He takes off the jump jets and puts it on his hands.
Yeah,
that's right.
And then he
Iron Man.
Hand jets, yeah. So here's in Dr. OK, and give me a climb check to go down. Dr. OK, give yourself a +2 to that check.
I got a natural 20.
Dude, baller. Easy for you, man. You're holding Bernice maybe even just in your teeth. It's so easy. It's great. Easy for you to go down.
I don't have teeth.
In your mouth.
Yeah, I have whiskers.
Here's, how did you do on your climb check?
I don't have a climb check. It's just acrobatics for me if I don't have that skill.
Acrobatics, apologies. Yep.
Okay. All right, cool. No worries.
This music
13.
is weird.
It's a middling sort of roll.
13. You're able to get down fine. Some of the vibrations give you give your foot a little bit of a...
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
Rick, give me a climb check to continue down the ladder where you are now.
16 plus. Where's my climb ability? Forget athletics.
It's
Is it acrobatics?
I thought.
Athletics, I think.
Athletics.
6 plus 8 is 14, so 24.
24. Okay. You all are able to get down pretty easily. And it really does seem like, even with the vibrations, you're fine. Especially Dr. K, this is easy for you. You get down to the bottom, and like I said, let me bring you over to the map. You see, again, this octagonal room. And as you get down, it really becomes clear that there are 3 mangled small humanoids who you would think are probably greys. Some limbs have been ripped off, and there appears to be blood splattered around the walls and the floor. And the door in the northeast corner has been ripped from its frame. Occasionally, you do see a drop of...
Is that the door?
Yeah. You do see a drop of blood. It seems like there's some more doorway past it.
Just one.
Not just one.
One drop, yeah.
There's one single drop. No,
Dr.
there's just a
Okay, you
couple.
should test that drop.
Yes.
It's radioactive troll blood. Except there does seem to be a Keshti blood occasionally mixed in. And there's a door to your right, your immediate
Wait, what is
east.
a Keshti? I forget.
Keshti are the
weird dog things?
No, that's a Tashtaria. Keshti are the red reptilian-like creatures that grow up, and at one point during their life cycle, they could become a Keshti Rivener, where their mental state degenerates. Otherwise, they have a pretty thriving society.
The
otherwise.
Akatonian lizard things.
Yeah,
right?
they're from Akaton.
Basically, one of the only monsters we haven't fought yet. So heads up.
Good point.
The walls are a dull stone, and there are panels that you can see in the southeast, southwest, and northwest corners that appear to be like a dark, heavy metal. Again, probably some sort of shielding because you're a lot closer to the reactor. This is 55. The ladder stops 55 feet down from where you came down the top. Yeah. So what do you guys want to do?
This was 55 feet down from the end of the ladder to where we are standing now.
Yes.
How did they get down?
How did who get down?
Yeah, I got down on the microcord. How did Heerz and
Climb down.
We're on a ladder. Does the ladder go all the way to the bottom?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I thought the ladder stopped at 50 feet.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, you can tell that there seems to be some other room or rooms to your right because there's a door here. And from the light that you can see, there's another entrance into that same wall just around the corner. And again, 2 big smashed doors that lead directly into another space.
Rick is going to use his jump jets to get down. Reading. You can fly up to 30 feet with a maximum height of 10 feet. Can I drop and then use my jump jets as I land?
Sure, or you could just
What are you trying to do?
climb down normally.
Yeah.
The chamber's about 15 feet
I want to
high.
be cool about it.
All right.
Okay. Anyways, I'll climb down the ladder and then jump jets down as I pull out my
On
my
the
laser.
last rung. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just the last. I'm gonna jump jets
The
for
one,
for 1
the
foot.
one rung.
Oh, that was so cool.
No, the rungs are 10 feet apart according to John's drawing.
Yeah, totally.
That
Look
was
cool.
scaled for clarity of information, as one does in technical reports. Scaled arbitrarily. Thank you, MechOps 2.
Thank you.
It did have an
Thank you,
asterisk instead of
careers.
scale.
That was USC that taught me that, Will.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm sure
It's actually
it's,
no offense to USC. Engineering is great, but there's one class that is Mech Ops. It is the capstone for engineering, mechanical engineering, actually mechanical and aero engineering at USC. And the entire class, you do a bunch of cool projects and you do some experiments with airflow and blah blah.
Digital image correlation and all that stuff.
Yeah, cool stuff. But
Op amps.
but the entire class is dedicated to proper report writing.
Yeah, that's what it is. And to be fair, I actually use that a lot now in my job, so I'm glad.
To be fair, every middle manager that I've worked for definitely went to USC.
Their reports pristine.
Yeah, but they were business majors though.
Yeah.
We're talking Viterbi level. Throw up the V's. That's what the
I got stories. I don't want to out anybody.
So, but what you do want to do is figure out what you want to do next. You've just explored a strange bypass tunnel. Where it leads, you think you know. Now you're in closer to a reactor level, presumably further down as you've been told. And in this room where apparently 3 Greys have been ripped to shreds.
slaughtered
Slaughtered or something.
Yeah,
You
can we see how they're been slaughtered?
Absolutely.
Can I do a
You want to give me a life science or medicine, maybe?
life science?
Yeah. Crush it, Doctor. Okay.
A 16 on the die.
Dude, come on.
plus a 13
Gross.
life science.
Gross.
The way,
That's,
John, the way that you feel about Dr.
29.
Ok's skill checks is how I feel about combat.
Yeah. Here's the
there's-
thing.
Oh,
I literally can only do 2 things, which is investigate and
Life science.
anything
Perceive.
that's intelligence-based skill check. I'm yes, I will do that.
I'm saying gross, but it's an awe gross of that is just, you're crushing it. Look, Dr. K's a well-built character. That's all I'm saying. You crush it.
Great.
Just giving you props.
well built in some ways.
That being said, Kev, you realize that my monsters have one thing they have to do when they fight you. And that is, well, sometimes they have more things, but
It's true. We took down that Gray pretty easily because he was multi-classed.
it's true.
Just kidding.
That was an easy fight. So you rolled an awesome roll. Seems like the cuts are not clean. Seems like probably some sort of tooth
Claw.
or claw and a lot of strength. They also do have the telltale cortex bomb explosion. But it's a lot
After
of
the fact.
but it's a lot of a lot of ripping and rending.
Yikes.
Wait, no, that's a good question. Dr. OK, does it look like the cortex bombs went off after they had already died?
Can I see that?
I feel like you need to do a full post-mortem to really know, but I'll just tell you that your life science was good enough. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It was probably...
That I would go off after?
Yeah. It seems like they died from the massive trauma.
Well, I mean, theoretically speaking, if you were to exsanguinate a body, through
definition check.
ripping
Sorry.
it apart.
Take the
Limited
blood
vocabulary. What did you just say?
Drain the body.
drain a body of blood.
Oh,
a very nice way to
through
put it.
clawing it to death with a ravenous tooth and or claw for some sort of sustenance. And then an explosion were to go off in a head, I would assume there'd be less blood.
I think
But maybe the head's full of liquid. I don't know.
without being an expert on gray anatomy, I think that's a really good theory. And I think that supports your claim that it probably went off afterwards. I like it.
There we go.
I like it.
And you learned a word, exsanguinate.
I really like that
Sanguinate.
word.
Sanguinate?
Please, if you're a listener, try and use that
Maybe that's not
casually
a real word.
during this week.
casual conversation. Yeah.
That would be how it would be constructed, I think. But yeah, nice.
Wow, you really look exsanguinated today.
Exsanguination, the act of draining a person, animal, or organ of blood.
Yeah, it's a really easy way to use during the week. Yeah, it's good. All right.
Dr. OK, can you double check the radiation levels with your chemolyzer?
I don't know. I'll have to ask GM John.
Oh, universe. Yeah, I mean, you can check.
Man, 14 on the dot.
Dang.
Plus what? What am I checking? Life science?
Yeah, maybe
Physical science?
Physical science.
Oh, it's only plus 11. So
25.
25.
It's good. It's a good roll. Yeah, I mean, from what you can tell, in the same way that there was a impulsive pinging up near that room, this seems like the floor of radiation has gone up a little bit. You're totally fine if you were to take off the environmental protections from your suits. You'd probably be fine. It wouldn't meet the low radiation mechanical threshold from where you are here.
How many like millirem are we talking? What's the?
I don't know what's a good scale, Kev.
I can't say it's classified.
Okay, all right, then you know.
I'm just kidding. I don't
No.
know. I just don't remember, to be honest.
It seems like it has gone up a little bit from where you were. Just background radiation. Good ask, though. Good.
So there are two doors.
We peer behind this door.
The door to the east?
Small little. Is it like? Can we tell from the door like what this room might be?
You cannot you can't see through it per se.
Markings, indications. Is there a placard?
I
was gonna say the same thing.
No, there's not any placard.
And there's no door. It's this room. This room has the ladder in the middle of the room, and then the door to the top right or northeast.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as I went around this corner in this smash door, can I see into this other room? Or
Yeah, without
is that
revealing it, it seems like the room is like bright light seems to be in the room, and you can tell that the door is also off its hinges on the ground. It seems like the floor is just the same floor here. You can see a little bit of more of the same thick panels on the opposite wall. So I'm just going to say like kind of here.
Stand here, I can't like look in.
If you want to stand there, you can look in. Sorry, I was explaining as if you were kind of peeking around the corner to look in. But
No, I'm looking in.
okay, you want to look in. So
Rick has his artillery laser out, and it's kind of like positioned in a way to
Sweeping,
kind
clearing.
of support in case something happens.
okay, and what is Heerz doing?
Yeah, Heerz is going to all right. He's just gonna like try to look through this door, I guess. Like perceive through it or open it.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, okay. You are able to see that there appears to be a longer room, maybe, what is that, 40 feet long, 20 feet wide. And the light is pretty bright. And you can tell that the room in general looks like it has dark metal panels along the north and the south of the wall. And on the southern wall, you see another door. Probably, maybe it leads into an area similar, maybe not, as to the two one-panel doors that are to your south. And this room looks like the dark panels have some scratches in them, or gouges along the walls. And to the south, you do see a transparent window about 3 feet from the floor, looking into some space to the south. And across the way, it seems like whatever door was there is also on the ground. And you can't tell what's in that room, but you can see a little bit beyond it. The lights are bright and then dim and then bright and then out and then dim and then bright. And this is what you can see. And it seems like there's another room just past it. You can't quite tell what's going on in that room. Unless you want to go in.
This looks like something a troll could do. Knocking down door after door. Yeah.
I tend to agree with you there, Heerz.
Rick will move up with his artillery laser out and do a perception check on the room.
Okay.
I think,
16.
should we check out this room, though?
Sure. Yeah.
Heerz will open the door.
Okay.
Oh, there's a door here. I missed that.
Yeah, there's a...
Yeah.
okay.
I asked if there were any other doors. You said no.
He did say
Because I thought you already knew this was this door here.
When I said, is there only one door and a ladder? And you were like, yup.
Didn't hear you because, well, as we established, you're my least favorite member of this cast.
Yep.
So it's fine.
I mean,
Oh, I ignored everything.
You're the ones that butt the heads most about rules.
Sure, Kev. You were in the
Which I'm like halfway on
Navy.
the GM side. I'm like,
Tolerating
no, you can't do that.
Kevin every day. I'm just kidding, Kevin. I love you.
Love you, Kev.
I love it.
All right. So you want to go where?
This door here, where Dr.
We open this door.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there's also a door next to Bernice. This one here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
they might go to the same place.
Presumably to the same room.
I'm assuming they go to the
Smallest
same unless it's like
rooms
two
ever.
closets. It could be two separate closets.
So yeah, they're just storage closets. You're gonna open the door.
Yeah, and if we encounter an enemy, I'm going to tell Bernice ahead of time to, like, open the door and attack.
Okay. So
Cover us from the other door.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah,
So you
nice
guys are gonna
idea.
open the door to the north, and then Bernice will.
Bernice is on standby to, like, rush in and open the door crack and give us some covering fire.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Smart.
Presuming this is the same room.
Presuming, of course, naturally.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, give me 1 second. Where did that go?
He's like, where did I put the big monster?
Oh my God. We're so nervous to open any door in this game.
Yeah. No.
Especially in this way.
Hey, but I found a freaking motion detector.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
That was something.
God, I hope we didn't
That-
miss anything there.
Something.
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, but that motion
being
detector,
cautious
like-
never hurt a slug.
The one thing you found was like that belonged to our potential allies.
I know. It's so dumb.
It is.
Emphasis on. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Our supposed allies.
I'm just trying to mess with Kev.
NPC
Just a note.
allies.
Shay
You're
rhymes
just
with
trying to
gray.
mess with us. Famous last.
That was a spit take.
Famous.
Yes.
John was just drinking his beverage just now, and he just spit all over his bedroom.
Maybe spit takes on the new punishment level. Do I get dice for that?
If you can get the GM to spit take,
Shay rhymes with gray. It's too good. It's too good. Oh man, I love recording and playing with you guys. This is the funnest thing. All right,
this is the best.
it really is. Shay rhymes with gray. You all open the door, and I will reveal. I'll do what I do. I'll tell you what you see, because you see more heavy reinforced panels covering the east, west, and south of this wall. It's a pretty big room, maybe 50 feet by 25 feet. And there are 4 broken, clear containers, cylinders, that form a line along the southern wall. You saw something like this, I think, in the first area that you were, that appeared to be some sort of where you had like goo and there were more cylinders, right? Now, there seem to be insectile humanoids that are with like this purple chitin lie among the wreckage. There are 3 workstations that are connected to some of the broken tubes, and the terminals just look blank. The light in here is dim, not as bright. Seems like whatever power was in here is not as heavy, but it feels like an oppressive air as you open the door. It feels like it was like sealed kind of on purpose. These doors are meant to keep in whatever is there.
We should maybe close it then.
What's already
As
open?
you open it,
Sorry.
I haven't revealed it yet. There does seem to be a door to the north on the northern end as you maybe just peeking, look around. Seems to be another door, and that's the door that you can see in the long area right above it. It goes into that room. You see again a transparent window, and you realize that from the room that you were just in, the long room, it just is black. It's like a one-way mirror, but it's not a mirror. It's just a black glazing glass. And then from this side, you can see through it into the room. It's like an observation. Now,
You guys just open the door. It's like a... Oh, my God.
the door on the right, let me tell you this, and then I'll reveal it. And then I'll answer your question, and then I'll tell you one more thing. The door on the right, you can see there appears to be some sort of like, you can see through it a little bit, even from here. And on the other side, there appears to be like a bunch of greenery. Plants, like lush plants over on the other side. And I'm going to reveal it. Dr. OK, your question.
So, having now seen these panels on both sides, right? Like, peering down the hallway, you see black, right? This black facade
Yeah, and that
of stonework.
Yeah, that's here. And the stonework is there, but in the stonework there is glazing. It's like a window.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can tell it's a window from where I'm from this side where I'm standing?
Yeah, if you were to because I'm
Like limousine tint or something?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like from this side up here, it looks like you can't see in. You're just
Like
able
an
to peek
interrogation
in.
room.
Yeah, because the light is coming. You can't see.
But you mentioned it in this room too, right?
Oh, the panels that are like these thick wall. So this here is stone, dull stone. These panels that are here and also here along the back wall, the southern wall, those are a dull, heavy metal. Again, that's probably some sort of shielding.
But it's not. Okay. I thought it was the same.
Got it.
The way you described it. But
Yeah.
fascinating.
So sorry,
Perhaps
where's the windows at?
The window is in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That whole wall is like an interrogation window, like one way.
Not the whole wall, but maybe a good, like, me draw a little line on it. Maybe like here to here. I just made it in brown, this here.
There. I mean, I want to look at these plants and find out what
course
they
you
are,
do.
but also I don't want to die.
Give me a perception check.
Wake something up. I am rolling freaking rocks.
Love it.
19 on the die. Perception plus 12.
Plus 12. Okay.
31.
Seems like standing maybe standing in the middle of the room. Maybe you couldn't see it. The light's not quite coming through that limousine tint. Seems a little odd. It does seem like there's a figure. And it's standing motionless.
Oh my God. How big is this figure?
If I had to put a term on it, medium.
Could you ping where it is, please?
Yeah. In this general area right here.
Oh,
So Rick can see it?
Motionless.
I think at least
Standing.
Will can see it. Or Dr. Okay.
do you see anything, Doc?
Yeah, there's a creature standing motionless. I think you should just close
Oh, yeah,
the door.
yeah,
You should
yeah.
go.
I agree. No, thanks.
Close the door.
Let's close it.
Here's closes the door.
Okay.
There's no reactor in here.
Well, here
Sorry,
we
I'm so chicken.
I'm not. I
know.
agree.
Our
I don't
listeners
wanna
are like, just
fight.
go in there. We're gonna hear you fight.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing on podcasts where you want to explore things and find out more. You know,
I want to know more.
there's no reason you
also-
can't go in and find out more.
It's what my character would do. I'll just
My character's afraid.
It makes sense. Well, we're also on a mission.
Wants to go.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
So
So what do you guys want to do?
If we close the door, is the danger over?
Nothing appears
we
to
don't
happen.
know.
I mean, it could probably teleport for all we care. Or we know. So, did I already perceive the room up here? That's like on the other side of the glass, on our side of the glass.
Yeah, you didn't go in.
Yeah,
But
I know, but I perceived it. Like, there's nothing in there that's going to be dangerous for us.
Had
so
we
know it.
gone,
I'm not going to attest to say that there's nothing dangerous.
I perceived. I'm telling you, I perceived. Oh, I just dropped my dice. Fine, I'll do it again. Natural 20, so 26. Do I see anything, John?
I'm just
Do I
saying.
smell anything? Can I hear it?
Kev is so risk averse. He just needs to know. You can't see over at this end of the hall. The lighting is not coming through. But you can see that there's
Like,
nothing
magically
in this
it's not
general-
coming through?
No, there doesn't seem to be any light coming through.
Well, Rick will step in like 15 feet with Bernice, apparently.
Okay.
Where'd she come from?
Here's this phone.
And he's kind of tracing, like, the wall to the left is just a wall from what he saw, but he sees this like mirror glass thing.
Yeah.
And he's got his laser just pointed at this quote unquote figure.
Okay.
As we kind of enter the room and move across it.
Okay. As you start to walk across the room,
Slicing the pie.
everything appears fine. And then from deep in that dark corner in the back, you do hear this voice that's like, no, I won't go back in that cage. And that's our game.
It's got to be the lizard people. It's got to be them.
We're gonna help you get out.
Maybe you help him get out.
God, it's so conveniently placed. Hey everyone, it's Kelly again. Thank you so much for listening to Will Save for another week. We talked a lot about dreams and aspirations in our opening banter. And all jokes aside, I want to encourage you, if you can squirrel away some time in the busyness of life, even a little bit, please pursue, at least in some small way, some of your dreams. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, we forget to take the time to explore and play, but those things are important for your mental health, and they make life more fun. And, in some cases, they help you connect with other people. In addition to the crazier stuff we mentioned, we also had this dream to try out Starfinder and record us playing together, and the result is what you have heard today and before. If you have the time, explore your thing, try out that new game, or record that podcast. And if you do make a podcast, please let us know. We love you all. Mwah! So take care of yourselves. See you next Will Save Wednesday.